Hi everyone and welcome back to another iRacing video on my channel, and today we've got a super exciting one. Well, I'm excited anyway, because we're at my favourite track, we're at Bathurst, and we're in the Mazda MX-5 Advanced Cup. Qualifying hasn't gone particularly amazing. We managed to goof our second lap up, which was going to be sort of like the mega flying lap, so qualified P12, but let's see how much progress we can make. Here we go at Bathurst then. As always, praying for a miracle. See how we get on.
Green flag, green flag.
I'm fairly sure the guy that started just in front of me to the left just got a jump start. I've had that happen to me before, where you roll backwards on the line and it gives you a jump start, black flag. So he won't be having a good race. There's a lot of Mazdas on a very small track here. Just going to try and keep my nose clean. Now these Mazdas are particularly susceptible to handling strange on cold tyres. Got the normal Bathurst pandemonium. Random bit of bodywork flying down the road. Guy behind's got quite a good run, but hopefully he's not going to try anything. Sound like a swarm of hornets, these Mazdas, when they're in a full field here. Alright, and onto Conrad for the first time. Guy behind's probably going to have a pretty good run on me. It's a lot closer to me than I am behind the guy in front there. Although Adam's got a terrible run out of the elbow there.
Clear on the right. Right side. Keep to the left.
Not brake nice and early. Oh Jesus, it's still not early enough. That was me braking early. I always forget how sort of spongy the brakes are on these Mazdas.
Still there, hold your line.
Get rid of him.
Clear.
Alright, I made a couple of positions on the first lap. I think I started P12, so it's P9 now. These Mazdas are great at getting a slipstream, so I'm not too worried about having had Anthony come past me here. Hoping he'll sort of pull me along a little bit. Got a nice gap to the guys behind us. Gonna get a freebie there with Michael. This is the worst part, when this car's running sort of, they've got different speeds off each corner, and so we'll bottleneck up into the next turn and it'll get very busy. Not quite sure how Michael came just then. I think it was probably touching distance. I'm going to keep using second for now just to get it slowed down through the dipper there. It's a quick change back up to third though. funny racing with other people and copying their lines, because I've never tried that line that I've just taken through the elbow there in practice. Simply because when we were racing the skippies here a couple of weeks back, and the Formula Renault for that matter, if you were that wide into the elbow, you were in the wall. It was as simple as that. So yeah, it's always interesting when you're actually running with other people to see just how they're actually going to run the track. See if you can learn a thing or two. Suddenly having to use gears that I've never had to use in practice as well, now that we're running in the slipstream. Quite a long race, this Mazda one. It's the Mazda Advanced. So I think races are normally 25 minutes, but this one, a special event I guess it is at Bathurst, and it's the last one of the season, last track of the season. So it's a 45 minute, which I think is going to need a pit stop as well, so I didn't realise until very late on in practice that actually, when I calculated it, a full tank at the start isn't enough for the race. So I wonder how many people that's going to catch out. The only thing I'm not sure about is changing tyres. I don't know if people change tyres or not. I've currently got it selected not to change tyres, just for the time we'll lose in the pits. I don't want to lose that much time, obviously. Because the fuel would be covered by tyres, but if it's fuel only, then you don't want to be sitting longer than everyone else. So I'll have to see. I'll have to see what other people are doing, I guess. I don't know how I'll really see and be able to react in time, so I might just have to make my bed and sleep in it. And if that's the case, we'll go for no tyres. Absolutely beautiful snake of Mazdas going through the dipper there. I got a bit understeer then. And that was the skippy line that I was saying about, got high and wide, nearly in the fence. I might just have to keep running my own line through the elbow there, at least so I know that I'm going to get a good exit. It's what I've been practicing, so it's what I'll be good at. Even if it might not be as fast as what the other guys are doing. Oh, there's carnage.
Blue car ahead. Go right.
Why did he move forwards then? Jesus Christ. Ended up with 2 tyres on the grass then as well, in the braking zone. Alright, so got a 4x and a net gain of 2 positions, I think, out of that. Proper no excuse for like not holding your brakes in that situation. I know it's shitty that it's been turned around, but it's not my problem, you know. And for that matter, he's just had car contact for a 4x, I imagine, when he got spun. And then we've just clattered each other, so he'll probably be on 8x now, so won't be an ideal situation for him, that's for sure. Always difficult when you're suddenly behind someone new into the lap. Don't know how early they're going to brake and all that sort of stuff. So just going to have to give Milan a little bit of extra room, just till I know how he's going to be driving. Some point me talking about other people's driving when I'm messing up apexes like that. Milan definitely made the most out of the carnage coming out of the chase there. Probably made up about 4 positions just then. See how fast he is down the back here. Just done my mistake from last lap. Tempted to try and break the slipstream, but don't want to just end up weaving backwards and forwards. I might just hold this left line. That was a cross between lane and line. The line! And then if he does want to dive, he'll have to dive down the outside. Nice move by Milan. Gets a 1x for his troubles though. And a big wiggle. Cuts my line off. It's getting loose, I think that's another 1x for him. Clinging onto that P5. Yeah, we're making decent progress through the field here, eh? Not bad at all. I am going to back out of this earlier just because I want to follow him down Conrad this time, so that I can get the big run out of the elbow. Not really got any pressure behind for now, so I'm going to try and do it in a position where I can then run away from him. I think my lines are just a little bit cleaner than Milan's, so hopefully if I can do him down the back this time, maybe get him a little bit later down the straight, I can then run away across the top on the next lap, and hopefully he won't get me back next time around. Bit of a tactical game we're playing. You see my dashboard saying we've got 9 laps of fuel left, and we've only completed 5 so far. I've checked the past events for the week so far, and they're averaging about 17 or 18 laps per race, so it'll definitely be a splash and dash. Got 6th instead of 4th then. Managed to get away with it though, heavy on the brakes. CO in behind is missing his bumper. Followed Milan straight off track there. And now Owen's got the run again. But decides better of it. Alright, forget the run this time, I think I'm just going to go for it.
Car on your left. Still there.
Watching the radar more than anything else, to be honest. Careful not to understeer, classic Bathurst crash. Tried to go for second to try and give me some extra punch out of the cutting, and I think all it did instead was slow me down. I was never going to try around the outside there. That's terrifying. Came in deep there, got away with a 0x though. Whew. Heart's beating, this is getting tense. Pretty sure there was a fly or something in my water then. The water's not supposed to be lumpy, I've heard.
Clear.
Good on the brakes is Milan. Did a good run out this first corner. See if I can scamper away into the sunset. Look how far away P1, 2 and 3 are. Alright, I think all things said and done, Milan's probably faster than me. He was being held up by Owen before, but now that I'm past Owen, I'm the one holding him up. But similarly, I think Owen was holding both of us up, so might just concede it to Milan down Conrad this time. And yeah, it just means I won't have to watch my mirrors as much when I'm obviously getting into corners. He has a far superior braking. But then you say, is it just a slipstream effect? Are they faster when they're behind because I'm braking the toe for them? Such a crazy corner, the dipper. Completely blind, understeering like crazy. Turn the wheel and hope it sticks, basically, isn't it? Be interested to see when the leader decides to pit. That was a nice overtake. Kept it clean, knew exactly where he was to slot back in behind him. Oh, Owen's dropped another space now to an Anthony. It's all very close here. Oh, Anthony sent it. That's mean. Right, let's see if these two can pull me along then. Didn't get a car contact notification, but I definitely heard the noise of having clattered something just then. And he's putting all sorts of pressure onto Milan. Ruthless. Like a terrier. protesting through there. I'm not happy with my lines whatsoever. Or at least the speed I was trying to take my lines at. Just looking at the map and the relative there, so number 8 must be so close to number 7 that 7 doesn't even exist on the map. You can just see him on the unless it's different dashboards. Tell you what, just disregard this entire sentence. Oh god, I went deep then. But I was about to collect Milan. Alright, leaders have gone for it. Unless the only reason for pitting is because there's been a massive crash.
Clear on the right.
Trying not to have to lose as much speed, or sort of keep as much speed being carried as I can. Even though I'm being put onto... Obviously, like, I'm going to be faster when I'm side by side with him, rather than when I'm stuck behind him. So just trying to carry as much of my speed without having to stay nose to tail as possible. Fuel light on the Mazda dash blinking now. So former number 1 car is back out, or sorry, former P1 is now in P9 by the looks of it, P10. I'm basically going to come when these guys do, I just don't know how much fuel to put in it. Might go one click less than what it's saying. Alright, decides to go for it. Oh no! Oh, double no! Get out the wall then! God's sake. That's the worst thing that could have happened there. It's far too hot into that corner. Interested to see how much damage I've got when it comes to optional repairs time. First time all race I've just been left to run by myself. It'll be hard to see what the true pace is now that I've just clattered the wall and lost all my momentum, but do what we can. Oh god, I lost so much time to the guys in front in that little wall kiss. Car seems to be driving fine, I just don't know if I'm being sort of top speed limited. Definitely feel like I don't have the punch that I did before, but I'm just gonna have to limp on through to the finish. I'd lose so much if I went to fix it all, so just gonna have to grin and bear it and hope I don't drop too much. Alright, let's go for it. Hopefully I'll come out sort of behind P7 and 8 at the minute in that gap there. Or maybe even with them, that's an absolute balls up of that. Maybe that as well.
Get back in fourth position.
Alright, so just fuel, no tyres. Optional repairs of 4 minutes. Not gonna take it, just gonna get the fuel and go. Let's go, let's go. How do I go? Stop fueling. Ah! That was a disaster. Why did I tell it to put 7 litres in and it just kept on going? Confusing. Alright, so come out in P7. Couple of seconds back to Ike, who pitted just in front of me a couple of laps ago, was it? Or last lap? So I reckon he's probably taken his repairs, whereas I did not, unless he took tyres, which I also did not. Look at where P1 is on the map, they're so far in front. Those guys are all still yet to pit though, so... With a bit of luck, this will just be a nice quiet time trial to the finish now, but we'll have to see. Never quite know what the mountain's going to throw at you. Not really not really catching PJ in front of us, so yeah, a bit of a lonely race here. Looks like Ike might have had a incident behind us. He's dropping time. He was 2 seconds, he's now up to 6, so possibly an issue through the dipper or through the elbow there. It's definitely third gear corner even if my engine's blocked, but I just feel so slow trying to get through that corner. Right, the guys that just pitted are just coming out now, so it'll be a race up Mountain Straight. There's Milan. So I think we're just about status quo, back to where we were. Which is good for me in terms of, it means I've not overfueled or underfueled or anything like that. Not goofed the tactics, hopefully. Still got a Ferrari 488's worth of race to go. i.e. Ferrari Challenge, those 15-minute sprint races. Getting to a nice little rhythm in Bathurst, to be honest. Lots of corners on the track, but sort of it's like what, 2.5 minute laps, so just sort of almost feels quite leisurely in a way, especially in these Mazdas. Just out for a nice Sunday drive, even though this is currently Thursday today as I'm filming this. God knows when we'll get it edited and hope for you lovely folk to be watching it. Well, that's another story, isn't it? We're down Conrod here that I really feel the pain of my damage. In a straight line's normally when you sort of feel it the most, so. Well, I do think I came onto Conrod 1.8 behind Milan, and it's still 1.8 now, so maybe I've not got any damage, maybe I'm just sort of fearing the worst.
My car gets slower and slower, now it's 11 seconds off my quali time.
Well, massive grass cut, that might even be a slowdown here for Milan. Normally if you cut that corner that much. Although he has got to slow down, he's playing it well in terms of not losing too much time. Oh god, chronic understeer. Still don't feel like I've got the optimum line through the dipper there. I also feel like the car's running away from me a little bit. I was scared then when Milan suddenly braked so much. I thought I was about to just understeer and off into the outside wall again. I got away with it just about. It's equalised out quite a lot now, this race. 15 seconds behind, we've got Milan in front, but we know from earlier in the race that he's probably got the legs on me, to be fair. Fast driver, good overtaker, good and clean. Just what we like. At the end of the day, he's making his Mazda go around the track faster than I am, so... Across the line again, until lap 14. And into hill corner once more. Oh, make a right mess of it. A right mess of it. Guy behind Jose has just put a fast lapping compared to me. I was just looking at the standings board there on the way up the straight. Still 15 seconds away though, so fingers crossed we're safe.
Got 5 laps of fuel.
Should be plenty. Can always clutch down the mountain if we need to do. Again, something else I spent not very long looking into in practice was whether you can fuel save enough to not need to stop, but absolutely no chance. It's definitely a one-stop race, this one. Jose pulling that gap back out to a 1.5 seconds now after he's off track, down the bottom of the chase. Milan, sorry, not Jose. Jose's behind us. No. It's crazy how severe the off tracks are on Bathurst here. It's like that was only 2 wheels off the track. On other circuits that wouldn't have been anything. You'd have been classed as still on circuit, but I'm not even going to bother with Milan, to be honest. It's not worth me getting hounded by him for the rest of the race. Oh, that's him. I think he's DQ'd. Well, I don't believe it. My slipstream buddy. As Jose behind chucks in a almost 2 seconds faster lap. That's a bit worrying. I don't think he's got the time to do it, but yeah, it's going to be close by the end. Considering if he was a tyre stopper. Don't get me wrong, in practice I've been capable of 34s. I think it was a 34.3 or 34.6. Can't quite remember. In qualifying I didn't do that well. My first lap was kind of like a second warm-up lap, if you like. And then my second flying lap. I was on for a good one. I was on for a 34. But then I hit the wall coming down through the S's and into the dipper, so I didn't crash out or get my time invalidated or anything, but I lost so much momentum that I was 2 seconds off the pace by the time I got down the mountain. And then in the race here, not really got close to sniffing a 34. That's just from playing it safe, racing around other people. Still quite sad about that 4X from managing to avoid the crash in the chase and the guy rolling across into us, but there's not a lot I can do about it now. One of the good things about Bathurst is, because there's so many corners, I think it's 21 corners on this track, it dilutes your incident points quite well, so you can sort of get away with murder a little bit. I'll tell you what, my back's starting to ache. I think this is the longest race I've done. Oh, nowhere near that apex. Yeah, I think it's the longest race I've done on iRacing is this, so it's just the intensity of being concentrating for so long, sitting up straight for so long. Just like if I'm doing a practice session, I'll be practicing for 2 hours at a time, but I might be up and down, get a drink, go to the toilet, do whatever. This is just 45 minutes of sitting really slowing down for that corner now that the tyres are dying.
You're one for me, are you alright?
The leader's pitting now.
Alright, I don't know what's gone on at the front there, but the leader is back in the pits, and it sounds like a massive crash. We're up to third on the relative now. Anthony is now disconnected. That's P3 out of the race.
You're now in third.
That is music to my ears. No white flag though. Jose behind's taken another 2.5 seconds out of me that lap. But we're still swinging. Alright, on to Conrad once again. It's going to be close for whether the leader crosses the line for 2 laps to go or 1 lap to go. If there's 2 laps to go at the line, I'm going to be tight for fuel. Here we go then, 1 more lap to hold off Jose. Just put in one of my finest laps, definitely the second half there. I did a 36.8 while Jose did a 35.8, so it was only a second faster than that lap. Still got 6.5 seconds gap to him, so fingers crossed we're going to do it. Fuel is no longer a problem because we've got the white flag. Then past Reed Park and McPhillammy Park again. across the top. Through Skyline. Through the S's. Down to the mother trucking dipper. Survived. Through a couple more S's. I think they're no name, to be honest. And then down into Forest Elbow for the last time. And on to Conrad. Just about CP2 down the straight there. Miles away. Great race from those guys. Keep it clean through the chase. Coming up to the last corner for the last time. At one of my absolute favourite circuits. The last track for this car for this season. And what a way to celebrate it. P3 punching way above our weight as the number 20 car. Gets in, Lewis! What a race that was. What a race that was.
Solid work.
Beautiful. What a race that was, and that felt like an absolute win to me. Like I say, favourite track, and to get such a good result there is, yeah, it feels like a win, to be honest. So, yeah, decent race. I realised in the pit stop, like, I was just absolutely talking rubbish, making a mess of things. I'd set it to fill up 7.6 litres, and that's exactly what it was doing, but being that that was my first ever race in pit stop, I just got confused by it all, and blah 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 blah. So actually in the end I was probably quite lucky that I didn't short fill it by mistake. But anyway, not to worry about it. But yeah, that's going to be everything for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a really big thumbs up and consider subscribing if you're new and you've not done that already. And let me know as well, because sort of in the coming seasons I maybe want to run some more of these longer races, maybe like the VRS Endurance and stuff like that. Do you want to see this full 45 minutes uncut like for this race? Or shall I try and condense it down into like a highlights package just so it's not quite as long of a video to watch? So yeah, let me know about that. But yeah, that's going to be everything for today. So take it easy and look after yourselves. I'll catch you in the next one.